Hello. Friday night. Really, yeah, pretty terrible day, right, to be fair. Van broke down, so decided that I need to cheer myself up by going camping in the rain when it's dark. I know most people say that's not going to cheer you up, but to me it will. So, before we start, I just bought, well, a week or two ago, a bike pannier. So I'm going to try that out. So where I want to go tonight, a couple of miles away from me, down the road towards Navy. I'm going to load up the pannier, load up the backpack, cycle down there, cycle into the woods, hopefully find some dry stuff so I can have a bit of a fire, a bit of a chill out, nice evening, turn the phone off, and happy days, peace and quiet. Right, I'll get back to you. We're winning. We are actually winning. Just out of interest to anyone that manufacture these type things, anything like this. Can you not bolt it together yourself? Right? Because all of these little bits I'm just going to bolt on, but you could have done that in the factory quite easily. Right, stop it. We've decided that now is the time. It's absolutely hammering down with rain, so we're going to go on the bike, go for a camp. Happy days. So yeah, we left home, changed the route a little bit, went to the Burrator, and on the way to Burrator Reservoir there happens to be a pub called the Burrator. So stopped off, had a couple of strollers, and yeah, enjoyed a little bit of chill time en route, which to be honest made the whole journey a little bit more enjoyable, to say the least. So, just leaving the pub, cycling at night time with no light. Alright, so we put the lights on, which by the way is highly recommended when cycling at night time. I can't believe I forgot that. Must have been the two Estrellas at the pub. A little bit of lapse in concentration. But anyway, we've just left the Burrator Inn. Nice couple of pints. Really nice pub actually. Highly recommend it. I didn't eat there tonight, but I have ate there before. And the food, I've got to say, is pretty nice actually. So we're now on the way down towards Burrator Reservoir and our destination for the evening. Alright, catch you in a bit. Right, so we've arrived at the end of as far as we can ride the bike to. This is Burrator Reservoir Dam. Bike's there, so we've got to go over that stile and then into those woods. So that's the next leg. Just thought, let's see if we can see any of the reservoir. Don't know if we'll be able to be honest. And the answer to that is no. No, you cannot. That was a bloody mission with the bike. So we're over it though, we're off into the woods, which brings me on to a point that I was going to talk about a little bit later, but I think I'll be quite apt to do it now. Do not underestimate what a panniers, is it plural, is it singular? Not really sure. Adds to your bike weight, plus with a backpack. First time I've ever cycled with panniers and with a backpack, and oh my god, it's pretty hard work to be fair. Right, so we're off through the woods now, and you can see it's a bit of a sketchy. It's not a sketchy path on foot. With a bike, it is a sketchy path. So we're going to go and find someone to camp, and we'll report back in a bit. Right, we've found, well, I think it's about the best spot we're going to get. This is on a proper hill, but look at this. That rock, I'll show you again in the morning so you can see it properly, but that's probably something, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 meters high, but it's a little bouldering spot. I've come here to try and climb before, but it's so wet because of obviously the woodland, and it's completely under the canopy. It needs weeks and weeks and weeks to dry out properly to even contemplate climbing it. But yeah, it's going to be the camp for tonight. So I think we're going to set up tent, There's a little spot here. There's the bike that we just dragged in. So yeah, little flattish spot. Set up tent. Oh, just to show you how wet it is here. Look, we've got a little mate. We've got, is it a frog, a toad? I'm not really sure, to be honest. Right, camp set. Bike stored up there. We'll see what it's like. We'll go in the tent at night time. Got my poncho set up. I've got the tent set up. And we'll look inside. Oh, I'll tell you what, I cannot wait to get in there later. That looks pretty snug. So I think we'll set a fire up around there. So I've got a one of those log burn things. I forget the name from now. But the chances of finding any bloody dry wood in this are pretty slim. Oh, so the fire thing I can't remember the name of. We have fire log. Starts instantly and keeps your fire burning. Indoor and outdoor, which is quite handy since we're outdoors, and burns up for 90 minutes. Ground here is so soaking wet, I'm not even bothering clearing leaves. If anything catches a light in these conditions, then it would be pretty surprising. Right, well, let's get a fire on, shall we? Just thought note a couple of things. One, I had 2 meals, very hungry. Lancashire Hot Pot Army ration pack. Not the other ones, only the Army ration pack. Honestly, you will not go wrong with that. That would put Jamie Oliver out of business, I reckon. Also, you may have noticed me putting my rubbish on the fire. I'm thinking, no, you can't do that. Let me explain why. I tend to put it on the fire. A lot of it burns away. What's left then is all contained in one area, so in the morning before I leave camp I can have a good tidy up. I can make sure there's nothing left behind. Believe me, you won't find a lot of people that respect that more than me, so yeah, don't worry, there'll be no rubbish left behind, as always. Yeah, I think we're going to chill out for a little bit now. Rain's held off, which is always a bonus. Can hear, you probably can't hear it on camera, but we've got the river down there, the bottom of the dam, and then the River Meavy, which sounds so nice. That water, the rain remnants still dropping from the trees. This is heaven. This is absolute heaven. So just thought I'd mention a little bit about the fire. That beautiful thing there. That fire log thing, the first time I've used it, oh my god. I know some people say it's cheating. It's not doing it with a flint and steel ferrocian rod. Or rubbing 2 sticks together, but you know, that's stuff that needs to be done when it needs to be done. Don't get me wrong, it's very good to practice at it, and I can do it, not the sticks together thing, but the ferrocian rod and a little bit of tinder, shaving. But you know, it's why make life hard? Basically, you know, it's saying that don't get me wrong. Like I just said, it is very good to practice, and you should, if you're an outdoorsy kind of person, be capable of making fire in the traditional method. Or with very, very little aids. But if you just come out for a quick camp, no, especially when it's so cold like this, why struggle? Why struggle? Make life easy. So that fire log was even that good. So these woods are wet, you know what I mean, soaking wet. I used the fire log obviously to start the fire. I literally picked up dead wood that did probably between, you know, like quarter of an inch to an inch thick, varying, absolutely soaking on the floor, and I've just piled it on top of that fire log, which is only supposed to burn for 90 minutes. I started that, has got to be 2.5, 3 hours ago now, and we have a roaring fire. So happy days. So don't sit there with your little flint and your knife. If you're just coming out for a bit of a jolly, like I say, if you're going for a survival weekend or trying to do some bushcraft, of course, do it properly. If you're coming out for a camp, don't make life hard. Make life easy. Enjoy it. You know, instead of sitting here now trying to spark a flint on soaking wet wood for hours and getting all miserable and cold and wet, I've come out, I've lit a fire, I've sat round there, I've really, really enjoyed my evening, just chilling out. Happy days, eh? You know? So, yeah, save the Bruce Lee, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Sylvester Stallone hero stuff for when it's needed. Don't do it every time. Wasting your time. So, yeah, the fire is burning low, and nearly time for bed. So, I thought I'd just read a little extract, a little bedtime story. Just bought this book, new book, 1889. It was originally published. I'm not sure when this edition is, but it's called The Witchcraft and Folklore of Dartmoor. Chapter 2. Bearing in mind each chapter is a little separate story, a little bit of folklore. Really, really cool book, honestly. I'd recommend it. I've only read a couple of chapters and amazing. So here's a little extract from chapter 2. Pixies yesterday and today. The best known and most popular survival in Dartmoor folklore today is undoubtedly the pixie. Except in name, however, the pixie is not peculiar to Dartmoor, being merely the regional variant of the Cornish piskie, whom he most resembles the North Country brownie, the fairy, elf, goblin, huck, robin, goodfellow, the Irish leprechaun, the German kobold, and the Scandinavian troll. All were mischievous spirits, playing the same tricks and pranks upon unsuspecting mortals by whom they might sometimes be cajoled or bribed into good behaviour. With rare and somewhat surprising exceptions, the true Dartmoor pixie has long since vanished into the mists and mires where he properly belongs and has been successfully replaced by his commercial counterpart. Genuine moorland folk probably ceased to believe in existence centuries ago, the memory being kept green and fostered mainly by strangers from upcountry. To use a local expression, these newcomers settle in the moorland villages, calling their renovated workmen's cottages or modern bungalows by such names as Pixie Dow, Pixie Nook or Pixie Garden. Additionally, verisimilitude being achieved by the introduction of a gaily coloured plaster pixie string across legged upon a toadstool on a lawn. After all, if there are fairies at the bottom of the garden, why not pixies? This book, honestly, highly, highly recommend. It's amazing. Again, the title, I'll just double check, The Witchcraft and Folklore of Dartmoor. Please do read. Honestly, amazing, amazing reading. Right, that's me off to bed. Right, penultimate video of the evening, folks. A point I think is well worth mentioning. If you noticed earlier on while I was sat by the fire, I was sat on that log there, that twisty log. My poncho was strung up to that dead fallen branch there. It just started raining. I'm ready for bed. How easy is it just to go, oh, I'm ready for bed, I'm going to crawl in, nice warm tent, nice warm sleeping bag, and go to sleep. Wake up in the morning, all your kit is wet. So take 5 minutes. I've just rearranged the poncho configuration, put it a lot lower, strung it off a few different trees. So now my bike and my rucksack are underneath the poncho, and so in theory anyway, in the morning will be nice and dry, so I can get out of the tent, I'll be nice and warm, and my kit will be nice and dry. Alright, cushy in the sleeping bag. It feels nice to be in here. It is so cozy. So yeah, time to sleep, guys, and I will see you in the morning. So this is the next morning. I didn't record any commentary while I was filming this because, to be honest, middle of the woods, filming rocks and talking to your phone probably lands you in an asylum of some sort. So yeah, I thought I'd do a quick voiceover. Those rocks you've seen, they were the bit of bouldering that you can go to, obviously if it's dry enough. That was Burrator Dam a minute ago. Then a little walk around here, and there's this random little building. It's really cool actually, to be fair. I have no idea what it's for. Just want to do a bit more research and find out. But nonetheless, really cool little building, and I suppose if you were stuck out here, wouldn't be a half bad makeshift shelter for the evening. Alright, I'll leave you to watch. So that's the dam, and that is a reservoir. It's on about, it's about 1.5 to 2 kilometres long, I think. So that is Burrator Reservoir. You can see it a bit more now. It goes up around the corner to the right, and up on the skyline horizon there, you can see it's Sharpie Tor and Lavator. You can see it's a beautiful area, Burrator, but in good weather it does get really touristy and just rammed. So try and avoid it in the summer. Right, we're off. So those are those boundary type stones I was talking about yesterday that I am pretty sure, 90% sure, they were put in by French prisoners of war for some reason or another, and that, and there's another one up the road, is where they quarried a lot of it from. So at least not too far to walk with your gear once you collected it, eh? This, I believe, is the second quarry. Yep, there you go there. And there, some lovely views across some proper Moors Devon farmland. Right, let's get cycling. I'll stop and show you there. I mentioned the leaks in another one of our videos, and there is one of them, which could well be Devonport leak. Obviously comes off of Burrator to feed Plymouth for. That's what it originally was built for anyway. Like I said in that other video, I will actually get around to exploring the leaks a bit more. Yeah, just to show you that. Yeah. Just starting to rain. Happy days. Right, so we're back. What brilliant little adventure that was actually. Panniers, like I say, makes the bike a lot harder to ride and with rucksack obviously, but that's the way ahead. We carry a little bit of extra kit. Feels like a proper adventure then, leaving your house on a bike to go camping rather than getting the lift up or driving your car and then walking a mile is a little bit naff, isn't it? So yeah, highly recommended. Right, back to reality unfortunately now, and an afternoon of housework. Alright, catch you soon.